This episode of Video Game Review is brought to you by GameFly. For over 8,000 titles to choose from, no late fees, never play a bad game again or buy one for that matter when you sign up with GameFly.com. Link down in the description. On this episode of Video Game Review, we're checking out Dead Rising 4. That's right, people. The legend himself, Frank West, has returned to Willamette, and it is Nightmare Central all over again. But with a great set of combo weapons at his disposal, he is going to wipe out the zombie population and try to find out the truth as well. Was the game any good? This episode of Video Game Review starts right now because we're going to find out for ourselves. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I guess my combination thing didn't work and it's just an ordinary toy. Help! To an all-new episode of the Video Game Review, brought to you by Gamefly.com and GameStop.com. For epic, awesome goodness, check out GameStop.com. Get on some great deals they got going on right now. Great holiday specials and more. Link is down in the description to GameStop.com. And if you want to get in on over 8,000 titles to choose from, no late fees, and never have to play a bad game again or buy one for that matter until you try it with Gamefly.com first. The link is also down in the description as well. Let them know yours truly, the Adventurous Joe, sent you. Okay, and in this episode of Video Game Review, we are checking out Dead Rising 4. Holy shit! I was just floored when I heard this one was coming back with Frank West. I was like, holy crap. And it was just like, yeah, see, I was so excited I dropped the game. Whoops! Either way, it is the return of Frank West. It's been 16 years since the incident at Willamette Mall that got Frank West his big shot at the big time and stuff like that. But he still has the most horrendous nightmares and stuff about returning there. Now his young protege, who he's a professor now and stuff, photography professor and stuff now. Okay, he and her name's Vic, by the way, go back to Willamette and they discover something is amiss right from the get-go, okay? Because there's military personnel there that are doing horrendous experiments on humans, okay? And I mean horrendous. They are making zombies. They are literally making zombies. And it's just like, what the fuck? So, Frank West decides, you know, I'm gonna go on the run after he gets blamed for attacking a military installation that was called a recruitment center, they called it and stuff. Okay, a recruitment training facility or whatever you want to call it. And he has to team up with this military general named Brad, which is funny because if you remember the original Dead Rising, Brad was the Homeland Security guy. So it was like, whew, yeah. So either way you look at it, let's get on with the gameplay footage because we got a lot to tell you about this game. Welcome, ladies and gents, to Dead Rising 4. Oh, mama. This game was unbelievable. Okay? Once again, you got your abilities to create combo weapons just like in Dead Rising 2 and 3 and go to town on zombies. I mean, there's vehicle combos, there's hunting down blueprints, which is ridiculous in my opinion. You shouldn't have to have a blueprint for every damn combo weapon. Or vehicle combo for that matter. I'm like, God, trying to find these things is horrendously bad. And if you don't have like $5,000 on you and shit, you can't even buy a map to find them. Okay? That's the most ridiculous thing about it. Luckily, money builds up quickly in these things and stuff because of scrap. Seriously, you find scrap all around Willamette. Doesn't matter if it's in the sewers, in the mall itself, in outside the mall, in Old Town, as they call it and stuff. It doesn't matter. You will gain money quickly in this one. But My biggest hang-up about Dead Rising 4 is the fact that not everything is accessible at first. You have to hunt down every single thing, okay? Not to mention, the directional pointer thing is really bad. I mean, I'm trying to find my next destination and shit, and I can't find it. It's not showing it on the map, hardly. It shows a little yellow arrow thing and says, oh, you're this close to this destination. But then you go around towards that destination, and you find out, oh, dead end. Gotta go back. It's just bad. Now, biggest thing about Dead Rising 4, compared to Dead Rising 2 and 3, it has many throwbacks to both games. I meant literally many throwbacks. Some of the newspaper articles you find about it and stuff like that throughout Willamette, you will find there are ties back and forth to Dead Rising 2 and 3. Okay? One newspaper I picked up after I got all 4 of them and stuff, the story comes out about Fortune City and how there was an outbreak there and stuff like that. Was it a government conspiracy? Was it this? Was that? And I was like, okay. And then another one I found all 4 papers for and stuff talked about the incident in Dead Rising 3 and how that mall, how that town and its everything got overrun by the zombies and stuff. Another government conspiracy, or was it an act of terrorism? Okay, then there was, in Dead Rising 4, oh, mamma mia. Okay, now here comes the real kicker to Dead Rising 4. Alright, there is so much going on in Dead Rising 4 that you have a hard time trying to keep up with all of it. Every time you turn around, there's a civilian in trouble. If you don't rescue the civilian, you lose points. If you rescue the civilian, you don't have to escort them back to frickin' safety and stuff. Thank God for that one, okay? But also, a lot of people are nitpicking at the fact that there's no challenge now. Because all the cases, you can take your sweet damn time on. You don't have to worry about running out of time. Luckily, that's one of the actual good things about it, because I hated that. When you couldn't decide if you want to do this side mission first, or if you got enough time to do the real mission first. That was one of my biggest hang-ups about that game. About the older games, for that matter. Now, in Dead Rising 4, that's all abolished. That's all gone. You don't run out of time. You got days. You can go around Willamette all you want and shit. And do whatever you want. Beat the crap out of every zombie that's there and stuff. Oh, and the exosuit. Oh, mama. The exosuit is fucking fantastic. I love how when Frank gets that sucker, he's just super charged up and he just wham, 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 hitting these damn zombies left and right. It's like, woo! Now, let's move on to our final judgment, shall we? Okay, final judgment for Dead Rising 4 is going to be, I hate to do this, an 8 out of 10. Why? And I've got spoiler alert coming up on this one. And if you don't want to know about it, haven't played the game yet, skip this part of the review, because I'm going to tell you right now. The reason why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, and I love Dead Rising games. My God, I love the Dead Rising games. The reason I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 is Frank West dies in the end. Yup. Frank West becomes Zombie Chow. He motherfucking died in the end. I was just floored by this when I was like, oh God, the zombies are all over him. Somebody shoot the fuckers off and kick him off, Frank, kick him off. Nope. He says to Vic, the last thing he says to Brad and Vic is, keep your eyes on the prize. And he lets go with all the fucking zombies still attached to him and shit, and he falls to his death. And then all you hear is the zombies just run on top of him and shit, and it leaves it at that. He got killed. His worst nightmare came fucking true. And I was just like, what the fuck? I went through all of this for that ending. And even after the credits are done rolling and shit, there's no after story of any kind. There's nothing. There's nothing saying, oh, Frank West didn't die, or there's nothing like, Frank West suddenly gets up and he's one of the undead now and shit, and he's going, and starts moving around and shit. Nope, none of that. They leave you out with the fucking bitter taste of knowing what the fuck, Capcom. What the fuck? Ugh. Seriously. Either way, Dead Rising 4 gets an 8 out of 10 as my final judgment. I'm still giving it 2 thumbs up. I loved the game. I meant seriously loved it. I love the fact that they abolished the frickin' time limit shit. They abolished the frickin' having to escort survivors back to safety and shit. I love that factor. They should have did that a long time ago with Dead Rising 3 or even number 2, okay? That whole escort mission shit, trying to get them back to safety, especially in the first Dead Rising game. Oh my god, you don't know how many times I've lost survivors in that game. Oh. And the good thing about Dead Rising 4 compared to other Dead Rising games, I only died twice. Died twice throughout the whole game. And there's no easy mode, there's no hard mode, there's no none of this. No. You play through it as you play through it. And I enjoyed all of it up until that ending. I was just fucking sitting right in my gaming chair and just going, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just see? What the hell did I just see? Yeah, pretty much it. Okay, and that's it for this episode of the video game review. If you've already played Dead Rising 4, we want to hear about it from you. What was your hang up about it? Did you like the fact that they're killing off Dead Rising's hero, Frank West, and maybe bring back Vic as the new Frank West in number 5 or something? If they do a Dead Rising 5 or not, let us know what your thoughts are about the game. And for those of you that have not played the game yet, I highly recommend you pick it up for yourselves. Check it out. Have lots of fun. Do not waste money on the season pass. Okay? Because if you're going to get pissed off about certain things about the game and stuff, you're not going to want to waste money on a season pass. Either way, that's it for this episode of the Video Game Review. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you're new, and bravo to all of our new subscribers we got. We're almost up to 170. Woo! I can't believe it. We're getting up there, baby. We're getting up there. Maybe by end of this year yet, we will still, or maybe even in the new year, we'll still make it to that 200 mark. I just can't wait. I can't wait. Either way, and leave your comments. And once again, people, if you got a different opinion than others, don't fight amongst the comments. Don't start calling each other dick cheese or any of that kind of crap. We won't tolerate it, okay? We have people that come on here that are, don't want to see that kind of shit in the comments. They don't want to hear about that kind of shit. So, please, keep it simple, okay? And don't fight amongst yourselves. Everyone's got a different opinion because opinions are a lot like assholes. Everyone has one. And that's it for this episode of the Video Game Review. Don't forget to follow the links down in the description to GameStop.com, where you'll get in on some great holiday deals that are going on right now. And also, if you want to get in on games that you don't have to pay money for, keep them as long as you want without any late fees and stuff like that. Over 8,000 titles to choose from. Link is down in the description to Gamefly.com. And that's it. We will see you all next year on the next video game review show. Until then, my adventurous ones, peace out. May the force be with you all. Have a safe and happy new year. And we'll see you in 2017. Later.